Growing up as a teenager in Cabrini Green, it was a very violent experience. Having to hear gunshots every day, police sirens, fire trucks, people screaming, yelling, loud music. It was a very uncomfortable, violent environment to live in and grow up in. Justice.
Opportunity.
Second chances.
I was a young attorney doing real estate work. I wanted to make a difference in my community, and so I started volunteering at LaSalle Street Church in their after-school programs. I got to know a lot of kids, and they found out I was a lawyer, and they said, you know, you're a lawyer in our neighborhood, we have this need, and you won't help us. Well, what good are you? I am good in that Bill Leslie and I started an organization through LaSalle Street Church to provide the services that they asked for around the pool table in the basement in the late 60s. So I would say, yes, I am good in that what you've asked has come true.
When I was growing up in Cabrini Green, I was interested in being a fireman. So when the fire trucks come, I used to play on their fire trucks, ring the bell on the fire truck.
When you live in a neighborhood, you have to become a member of a gang to survive, and you need the protection of a gang, unfortunately. So he was forced to join a gang and participate in whatever their demands were.
When I was 17 years old, I came to the CGLA because I needed some help. I was arrested for crimes I know I did not commit.
I worked on Tony's defense with Richard Cazzola, who was a staff lawyer at Cabrini Green Legal Aid, and we worked until the date of trial. We were actually at the counsel table picking a jury, and he told me I want to change my defense. I said, we've been working on 9 months. We have worked out this defense. He said, I cannot do it. I cannot do it. I cannot name the gang leader. I would not survive if I did that.
On the day of my trial, I made a conscious decision to plead guilty because I was threatened and forced to do that by the actual perpetrator. My life was threatened. My family's life was threatened. And I explained this to Chuck Holgren. Nevertheless, he wanted to pursue seeking protective custody. I disagreed with that because there's no protection from the gangs. When I got released from prison, I had a plan on getting myself back on track. I didn't know how I was going to go about doing that. That was just my plan.
Finding a job is next to impossible. The doors to employment might as well be a concrete wall that's unscalable. And it's not just employers, but also laws that prohibit people who have convictions from being able to find gainful employment to support themselves.
In March of 2012, the first job that I had since my release from prison was a job at a fast food restaurant. and I only had that job for 1 week. They found out that I was an ex-felon and that I was on electronic monitoring. And I had lied about that during the interview and on my application because I was ashamed and afraid that I was not going to get hired.
Year after year, they have to face the stigma of answering yes to that all-important question on an employment application. Have you been convicted? Yes.
I had a call from Deirdre at Cabrini Green Legal Aid telling me that Tony had called her asking for my phone number. I was shocked. I called him and he told me the circumstances under which he was living. Immediately, I thought of Joseph at Cabrini Green Legal Aid. So I immediately called him and said I talked to Tony. He needs a transit card because he can't even leave to find work. And Joseph said, I will take care of it. So I was really delighted that Cabrini Green Legal Aid had this service and that they were more than willing to immediately reach out to Tony.
When Tony came to that first appointment with me at CGLA, he brought with him a folder full of certificates of completion from many programs around the city. And I thought to myself, this guy really is serious about getting a new start to his life. And that's where Tony and I began. After looking at some of our partner organizations, we decided that the best option for Tony was a program called Growing Home. Growing Home is located in the Inglewood neighborhood of Chicago, where they have an urban farming program. Once Tony got there, he started doing really well right away. I talked to the case managers there, and they were all thrilled with his investment in the program, his eagerness to really succeed there, and I knew we'd found the right place for him.
Working with Sam has been a wonderful experience for me. He has given me a chance. Like other people, they say second chance, but Sam has given me a chance to make a transition in not only the workforce, but society as well.
Tony's been great here at ZNH. He's been such an asset starting right off the bat. He has a really positive attitude that he brings into the workforce.
I like working with my co-workers at the deli there. They have been very helpful, and I wouldn't trade them in for no one else.
It's not a second chance, it's a first chance at my business. People might have screwed up in life or done something wrong, but they didn't do it with me. When they first walk in the door, that's not a second chance, that's the first chance. And I've found a lot of people who are in that quote-unquote second chance part of life, they're so grateful to have a job, and they're so grateful to have an opportunity, and they want to prove themselves to you and to the community and to their family and to everybody around them that I can do this. This is doable, I can do this. I just need somebody to believe in me.
The Cabrini Green Legal Aid has been a great inspiration in helping me transition back into society. Unlike my first year out, my self-esteem and confidence was not like it was then as it is now. I never thought I could stay in the workforce this long. But thanks to the Cabrini Green Legal Aid for instilling my confidence, I can stay in the workforce as long as I want.
We are continually evolving because CGLA listens to its clients and we respond to whatever they need.
I am good.
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 What good will you do?